Hi Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of December, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month it's inspired in the current Sagittarius season we are on. If you would like to know more details about it, you can read in the description box, where you can also find the current list of reading services I offer. And as usual, as we are approaching the end of the year, I'm also putting it as available, the reading for 2022. So it's a sneak peek into the next year chapter and what kind of main themes and energies might be a part of that new year for you. And again, if you have any further questions, just email me. If you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Aries, I feel like there's a lot of focus in the areas of emotional well-being that seem to be here. The main theme of the month for many of you is like, how can you manage your emotions in a way that they don't interfere with your sense of well-being, with your sense of inner peace, with your sense of safety? Because I feel like some of you are not feeling as safe or as stable, as anchored as you would like to feel in your current relationships, and overall in how you give and apply your energy to things that matter to you. So there's a lot of sense of turmoil and agitation when it comes to not finding as stable elements as as things to rely on as you would like to. So you can find that you feel very unstable yourself, but also you can find that others are behaving in ways that feel for you very emotionally, again, unsafe or just unusual. You can find that those around you have unusual behaviors, have unusual responses to you, and this might upset you or upset your sense of security. So for those of you that are in a relationship, there can be a sense of not really understanding where your partner is coming from, not really understanding what they want, what they're after, what this new different element about them is about, if it's putting in question the relationship itself, if it's putting in question how they feel towards you. So I feel like there's a lot of strangeness in you deciphering yourself, but also how others feel towards you, which is for many of you a main theme. Even for those of you that don't have anyone you're dealing with, I feel like the energy of relationships overall, your friendships, your family, your connections overall, are providing you this strange feeling. And so at times you just don't know what you're really counting on. Who can you really trust? Who can you truly rely on, and to promote that sense of stability that you're craving. I also feel like for many of you, there's a sense of you discovering or accessing here emotions towards something, towards someone that put a lot of things for you in question. So there's a sense of emotionally questioning yourself and the soul of situations. All right. So for those of you that are trying to figure out your own feelings and how someone might truly feel about you, the month of December is a process, meaning that there will be moments where you will feel certainty or you feel like you're reaching the answers you're looking for, and then there will be moments where you feel like you don't have a clue of what you're dealing with. And of course that you can apply this mainly as it is mostly indicated to your love life, but also I feel towards other things, other things that are important to you that pull on a sense of big emotion out of you, things that matter to you, things in which you have your heart invested. All right. The Ace of Cups is showing here as your challenge. So for some of you, you might feel like, the new beginning you want, especially in love matters, is something that it's it's approaching but feels challenging again, because the way in which is being manifested or the way in which is being explored right now, it's unusual, unknown, different from the way you usually deal with it. So it's like you need to be more open and more receptive for things to happen in the love department that, are going to show to you a different side. So there's a different side of love, basically. That's what I want to say. That's going to be experienced for many of you, Aries. For others of you, there's the sense of a person coming into your life and wanting to offer you something that you're just not used to. So you can become defensive. You can become, how do you call it, like skeptic, or even push away a good offer coming your way because you don't trust that differentness that is coming from this offer. For some of you, it's like you don't know how to receive love, and this can be romantic love, it can be gestures of love, overall, the energy of someone wanting here to embrace you, an energy that wants to embrace you, an energy that wants to kind of take over, to help you, to soothe here some of your wounds, to nourish you, to nurture you in ways that you're not, again, familiar with. This is where a lot of defense mechanisms can be coming up. I feel like for some of you, Aries, this is also a mutual thing. So you're dealing with dynamics where there's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of love, but also there's a lot of defense mechanisms where you and this other person you're dealing with end up having this push and pull dynamic where you're you end up pushing away from many of you emotional truths. So if someone is also after you, questioning you, what's truly, your feelings about them, what's your true intentions, this is when that defense might rise up. Or when you're being questioned, period. Like, I feel like for some of you, there could also be situations where you're tired of having your feelings and your integrity questioned. So if someone's after you in that sense of questioning you, you can really become extremely tired of this and put a stop to it in ways that can, again, be very harsh for some. With the Seven of Wands in your unconscious, you can be very salty towards someone that you do have love for, which is an interesting thing, because I feel like for some of you, December brings the presence of love in multiple, ways and forms. But when it comes near you, when it asks an openness from you, I feel like your unconscious mechanism of pushing it away, not trusting it, seeing it as a threat. Also, for some of you, seeing it as a threat to your own independence can be of a higher force here. I feel like you just don't know how to manage something in December that it's relevant. It's like a difficulty managing, integrating something in your life that is actually good, that it's coming from a good place. You're trying to, throughout the month, discover how can you embrace something that puts a lot of this feeling like something that puts a lot of a buzz, alarm, it alarms you. It does not promote peace in you because you just don't know how to trust it or how to embrace it in a way that makes you feel comfortable, in a way that makes you feel good. You're very busy also overall with the Two of Pentacles here crowning your reading. So the month of December can be very, very busy, very hectic. And this could also be a part of the reason as of why sometimes you're not having the availability and even the patience to deal with things that ask from you commitment, that ask from you patience and gentleness. This can be a time where you want to be everywhere and you end up being nowhere. So it's like there's a sense of you at times being physically present but so tired that your attention is not there, your spirit is not there, you're completely all over the place. You can feel that you keep being, again, pushed in two different directions and you don't want to choose. You want to keep those two things rolling. You want to keep those things, actively in your life, but the cost of it might end up being higher than what you anticipate. So for those of you that have a lot going on, I also feel like the month of December asks you to prioritize what is more relevant to you right now. And we go back to the initial message, especially when it comes to your emotional well-being. So prioritize what brings to you a higher sense of emotional well-being. If it is to be more apart from relationships and more apart from withdrawn from social life, do it. If it's to be more engaged in it, do it. If it's to be more focused in work, career and finances, do it. I just feel like there needs to be a breaking down of all the things you have going on right now that feel important, and then you select those. You break down to one or two that you can work on fully right now, and you leave the others for other time. It could also be that you're asking here someone time, or someone is asking you this for some time. I feel like you need to make it's like you need to make things more clear, more open, so you can also be understood in the ways you would like it to be. So if you're very busy, if you're in a moment in your life where you don't have just enough of time or availability to offer your attention to something or someone, say it, declare it. I feel like there's a lot of issues that could be prevented with proper communication, which is something that I feel like also some of you are struggling because of the 7 of Wands mechanism that at times can really make us push good things away by a behavior, that is one where we end up projecting a threat that it's not real, right? We anticipate threats, we anticipate, attacks, we believe that we're not understood before we even make ourselves, it's like, there's something here about you want to be understood, but you don't want to give understanding, right? You don't want to make others understand you. You don't want to make yourself be understood. So how can you be? There's something on those lines here for some of you. I feel like you have beautiful feelings that at times are kind of attracting you, like magnetizing you to pursue a path where, again, you let those defenses down, where you let your guard down a little bit. But it's, again, a push and pull here, where days where the love is going to win, those beautiful feelings are going to take over, and then others where, that Mars kind of natural aspect of your nature is going to win and compete with the softer, kinder energy. So relationships require patience. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to be gentler with yourself. If there is questions, affecting your love life right now, take care of them with patience, with grace, with gentleness. Don't choose. I feel like there's something here about you not choosing the hard way to get towards a goal or to get towards an outcome. It's like that feeling of there's no need to choose the harder way. I also feel like for some of you could be dealing with a strong water sign influence or earth. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio influence, also Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies. It could be that you're torn between these two love options, or you could be just dealing with a very a very emotionally nurturing figure in your life. Someone that is coming in with a lot of nurturance. This person wants to offer to you a lot of emotional nurturance, is what I keep getting. But I feel like, will you accept it? I feel like some of you don't want to be in a position where you become dependent on whatever it is that this person energy gives to you. It's like that feeling of the threats that the 7 of Wands is also bringing, is that feeling of you feel or you fear that you can become dependent on this energy because of how good it feels. I feel like you're going to have a taste of whatever this influence is, whatever this beautiful, nurturing, loving, caring influence is. It can become in the form of a lover. It can become be in the form of a friendship, of a potential here assistance in your life, also in terms of supporting you in your financial and professional goals. It can be just someone that wants to give you a lot of help and a lot of assistance, but you fear becoming dependent on this or trusting this person, trusting this influence, and then becoming, I keep getting like it's more like becoming hooked on it. And again, putting in question all the effort to gain that self reliant kind of energy that you have been investing in, or to lose your independence, to lose your freedom. Some of you don't want to become responsible here for something. It's like this energy, as good as it feels, it also feels like it could end up becoming like a huge responsibility that you would need to take care of. So basically, it's like you don't know if you can take care of something as much as this thing wants to take care of you. So I hope you have a great month. Happy holidays. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.